Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and we're back at you, and we're getting ready to claim MrLiu. Been working hard to get MrLiu in the tournaments. I have enough cards. I was able to get a S-Class MrLiu, and I also have enough cards, almost 26 cards away, boxes away from getting a second S-Class MrLiu. So we're gonna go ahead and claim MrLiu right after this. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and claim MrLiu. Summed up, I just want to thank you for subscribing, latest subscriber, man. I just want to thank you for pressing that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, just to keep up with the videos here and more Road to Survival content. So let's go ahead and claim MrLiu. As we claim MrLiu, let's go to the museum. MrLiu. And you know, the funny thing is, every time I go to claim MrLiu, I spell the name wrong. But here we go. We're gonna remove as you know it, and we're gonna go ahead and claim S-Class MrLiu. Nice. Now MrLiu is definitely gonna work out on a couple of my defensive sets. I'm also working on that right now. But as you can see, we now have S-Class MrLiu, and we know the kit has payback. If this character were to take more than 30% damage with max HP in a single rush or active skill, deal that same damage back. And then we have the camouflage and heal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make this camouflage and heal turn 1. We're going to go ahead and pump that up. So turn 1, we out there getting the HP gain, and we're doing that 1500 bleed to all. And we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the rush there too. So we got the rush and the active both upgraded. And with MrLiu's weapon, we'll definitely work this out. Thinking about putting 1535 on here, not 1535, but fast healing. I said 1535. I meant fast healing on MrLiu's weapon. I think that'll work out for MrLiu. So that's what I'm gonna do at the end. But as far as building MrLiu, the payback will definitely go off. So, and I want the survivability to be there. So I will build MrLiu with the healing kit here. So let's go ahead and establish this. So we will put the defense versus strong there. I'll definitely put the HP mod here. And what I don't want to happen to MrLiu is I don't want MrLiu to be taunted. So we'll definitely look for a taunt mod here. And I think it's good to go with double trait mods here. So we'll go with the taunt mod and impair or stun. Either one of those, you can't go wrong with either one of those. So we'll go ahead and look for the taunt. We'll go ahead and put the taunt, the highest one we have, 49. And then we'll go ahead and put the stun mod here, stun resist. Okay, and then over here we can go ahead and we can either put the bleed mod here to have a little bit of extra bleed going on for MrLiu. We could also do AP drain here. It's a small chance for AP drain, but this is something that you could also put into the kit there. So we'll go ahead, just do AP drain for right now. May change it up later depending on how it turns out. So we're just gonna go ahead and update and upgrade this mod. 51% against those attack team strong characters. So this is what we have so far in MrLiu. Now team ideas, obviously, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can go here. I wouldn't go with a Jackie team. The reason why is because, you know, Magna's out there and you have a lot of different counters to Jackie right now. Even though in some cases it can work if, you know, mods are not working, things of that nature. But I would definitely put MrLiu in what I would call like an off trait team, an unorthodox team. So I would put MrLiu in my Jesus team, and I'll explain to you why. So I'll have my Jesus team here. Jesus. We'll have Jesus Trader in his team. Jesus Trader. Okay. I'm gonna also have Ben. I will put Ben in my team because I do have Ben. Okay. I will also put Mr.Liu into this team. And last but not least, I will put MrLiu in here. It's kind of a way to set up, you know, a little quirky fast team, fast defensive team to be able to destroy the offensive teams. This is just my thinking behind this. So we do have Jesus, we have the trader there, we have Ben, and Ben has a turn 1 active here where you know, all teammates recover from trauma. Up to 3 enemies get 80%, a negative 80% attack and taunt for 2 turns. This character gets 60% crit for 3 turns, 50% AP. And so we have Ben that's going to go ahead and taunt the characters. MrLiu is in there adding that burn. And I have Lee in here so that they can't be normalized. So, you know, you have your little combinations here of how this would work. Now, is this team ideal? Team may not be the most ideal team simply because MrLiu doesn't have a lot of health at this moment, you know, but these things can be changed and can be built. The weapons definitely can be built instead of doing attack, since on the rush there is no attack damage. I would change this to HP and do defense on the weapon, so there is a way to boost the stats and get it to where it is that you need to be. So that's what I would do there. You know, also too, MrLiu does fit behind Marge as well, so you can also put Marge in there, boost up the stats, and you can definitely have something going here where we can put Ben into this slot here, right? And you know, I could either put Rick here for command toon. There's just so many ways we can go. We could put Tanya in here too, and with Tanya we can go ahead and give her HP weapon with healing. We could do the same thing and give MrLiu, you know, a weapon with healing as well too, so that you'll have that healing just cooking in the background. So we could go ahead and give Lee the HP weapon and the heal weapon instead of the reflect damage mod, you know, so that he could be able to normalize. Then you got Ben coming in with the taunt, you got the heals going on with the team, you got Marge with the exhaust, so you got quite a bit of things going all at one time here. So this is another team in which I would put him in, and you know, MrLiu could definitely work out very well here in his team. So we'll go ahead and give this team a try just to see what will happen here. So I'll set this team as my friendly defense, and let's go ahead and see what we can come up with. So we'll go ahead and duel. And I don't want to take any like real AP characters unless I could revive them. So we'll go ahead and see if we could stop his active, but that's going to definitely kill her, right? We got Mateo with the infection and the crit up. We have Jesus there, right, with the impair. So we're going to go ahead and try to attack a window that we have. But as you can see, Ben was attacked and we already got 500 bleed on the field. We're gonna go ahead and do heal reduction. Okay, We're gonna try to go ahead and heal now. So this is what you'll see going on with teams like these. Now you see them taking the bleed damage, right? We got everybody cured, but as you can see, they did take some trauma damage there. And we're gonna go ahead and I tried to rush with Jesus, thinking that Pete was Rick, but as you can see, the team becomes problematic, right? We're gonna go ahead and try to do that there. Let's go ahead and get the disarm going. So now we have 2 down. Go ahead and try to revive here. It just becomes a problematic thing here, man. It just becomes very problematic. And so if Marge was definitely a S class, this would definitely work out a lot better, a lot different. Now we got the 1500 bleed. We got the Ben with the taunt. Now, the only issue that you will have here, as you can see, is with the Jesus team. If there's a trauma person on the team, that can become problematic as well. So you definitely have this. Now, what happens is, yes, I did not destroy the defense. You know, it didn't work out the way I wanted to, but as you can see, the timer is going down right now. There's definitely other teams that you possibly can use, but if you're trying to do this, it's gonna be delayed, and that's what the goal is. The goal is trying to get as much time as possible with your defensive team so that you can be able to last in war. That's what my goal is. I'm not trying to beat teams with my defensive team. I'm just trying to be able to attack faster with my offensive attack teams and allow my defense to be able to hold up while I do that. Okay, so there you have it. Please hit that notification bell, like, subscribe button. This is your boy JustCMTexx. I think Mr.Liu is going to work out very great in these different teams. Peace.